EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And the Lions first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Goff. Got his man, it's Dortch. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. 3rd down and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Goff. Completes it to Coleman. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense set to take the field, and they always like their chances when Josh Allen is the one taking the snaps.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 10.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 11 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Allen going to throw. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
First down. 1st and 10.
Here's Allen.
41-yard line.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So here's a 3rd and 14. Allen. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to the ground. Cook. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
19 more yards.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the interception, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number one and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week one.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really have something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Now Goff. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. Velasquez did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Rolling to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Back to throw. Goff. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Pulled off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They run again on first down. Cook knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Bills had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come back.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. A beautiful fake. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air. Allen. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Malik Neighbors from 6 yards away. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Gone. This is Coleman with a grab. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down, Detroit.
Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Goff now looks to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts.
It's 2nd down.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The sooner they go for this play call, obviously tough in this spot, backed up. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Formation for the Lions.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Allen. In trouble, and he's taken down. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. To throw, it's Allen. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Sliding out of the pocket. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Allen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Allen escaping the pressure right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, the tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. Down to the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Keon Coleman, 63 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. No problem there on the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Bills 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. They start the drive with Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 45.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Allen. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen. They'll roll him out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bucky Irving, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the Lions first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Goff. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Lions have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Back at the 31-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
The Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Allen again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Nixon running. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Now Allen. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
46-yard line.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And the Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here now, 2nd and goal. Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. That pass completed to Dortch.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
That's complete to Laporta.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here's 1st and goal.
6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now it's gone. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is, and now nothing but green ahead of him. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point try now from Dicker. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This is 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
One last throw here for Goff. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bills, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.